Hi everybody, thank you for watching today's video. My name is David. This video is about no contact with people that have borderline personality disorder. I want to be clear that this is a serious mental illness and we need to be respectful. Okay? This no contact is meant for your people watching, for your own mental health, your own safety. It's not meant to be used as a tool or to abuse people. Okay? I have a lot of experience with this. I've been making these videos for years about this. I've dealt with many people with many different personality disorders. Borderline's a big one. And I help my clients. With people that have relationships with people that have this disorder. It's very serious, not to be taken lightly. If we have relationships with people like this, we need help. Okay? Everything they've done to you is their fault, but we need help. We need to realize why this is happening so it stops and we become healthier. We're not healthy if we're dating people with personality disorders or we have them as our friends or our family. Okay? So a typical, if there's such a thing, typical relationship with someone with borderline personality disorder is enmeshment. There's enmeshment and codependency. Codependency is simply behaviors. Dependency, dependent-like behaviors. And enmeshment, no boundaries, come together as one. And this is what makes it so difficult to end relationships. This is why. And why it can be so difficult to remain in no contact. Okay? Enmeshed cells causes feelings of responsibility for them. We lose a sense of our own self and become responsible for them. It's forms of parentification. Okay? Someone with borderline personality disorder is typical to parentify people in their lives, to make you responsible for them. Just on the surface, just I can't do it, the complaining, the failures. Parentification causes feelings of duty and massive stress because we can't parent other adults. We can parent our own children. We can't parent adults. Mom and dad, you're no longer, a real mom and dad with adult children. You'll always be their mom, mother, and father, and they'll always need you. But they're not children anymore. And we can't parentify or can't parent other adults. Okay? So it becomes very stressful. After time, like I said, we lose a sense of who we are. It causes stress, depression, anxiety. And we're in what's called the need cycle. And so there's something about us that wants to be needed. Maybe growing up we weren't. Maybe we were. Maybe that was our role. I'm trying to get into that now. But we get into the cycle because the borderline needs us. We stay with them. We like being needed. We don't need specific people. We have emotional needs, and relationships is how we meet these needs. I don't need Lisa or Steve. I have emotional needs, and if I choose to have a relationship with them, they must be met. But I meet my own emotional needs myself first. So I'm not in desperate need of a specific person. I hope that's clear. So the needed cycle. They need you. You might take care of them. You might support them. You might always fix their problems or help them out of their failures, stuff like this. But we like feeling needed. Then, when we're not needed, it's panic. Right? When they go out that door and they're not going to tell you where they're going or who with or why or when they're coming home, see ya. Panic. See, I used to describe it as I felt like I was holding her head up all the time, right? And the second we're over, I'm going to let go and she's going to fall flat on her face. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah? But I won't be needed. Okay? No contact. Like I said, this is not to be used as some type of tool or weapon. That's abuse. The relationship is over. Okay? If this is going to be difficult for you, find help, find support. Commit to it by telling everybody. No matter how many times you've done it, no matter how many times you told them. I need to be taken seriously. I need your support. I could use a phone call. Let's go out once or twice a week. Okay? Closure, and this is a big one about no contact. Okay? There's something that a lot of you are going to battle with or have or are. So here we feel responsible for them. And we all need closure. Why? We need it to know why the relationship is over. If not, we think it's us. It's like a child that doesn't understand divorce internalizes and says, it's me. We need closure. And it's good to give someone closure. Really good. We really have to. Now, in times where it might be dangerous, we might not be able to. But if we can, it's good to. And it's good to tell them it's over. And it's good to tell them why. And it's good to tell them what you want them to do. Never contact me again. There's a lot of problems that come from this with people this unstable that you try to cut out of your life. They can make false accusations. They could have people come hurt you. You could lose your job. You could go to jail. There's all kinds of problems this can cause you. Okay? So it's good with obsessive, unstable people like this to make it clear. Never contact me again. If they're so dangerous you can't do that, you might not be able to do that. It's tough. It's a tough one. That's why help and support will help you with this, okay? Best thing we could do is tell everyone it's over. I need help. I need your support. And get help and support. Hire it. If you've had relationships with people with this disorder, there are reasons. We cannot just blame them, okay? I hear therapists doing this. I'll hear therapists say, oh no, it's all them. Well, I understand everything they did to you is their fault, but it's not all them that this relationship happened, right? There's reasons for this, and without finding out those reasons, we can't fix the problems and it'll keep happening. Like this relationship won't end. Responsibility. No more. You are not responsible for anybody else but you and your child. That's it. You're not responsible for them. And this is a tough one, isn't it? Very, very, very hard to not feel responsible for someone that you've been totally 100% responsible for a very, very long time. That is difficult, isn't it? And we find that we want to be needed. Yeah? But this kind of stuff is how they get back into your life. You have to cut off everything with a borderline. You think it's hard to go non-contact with a narcissist? Try someone with borderline personality disorder. It's even harder. Why? Because more enmeshed, more needed. You feel sorry for them more. They need you more. They'll go do some bad things. They will threaten you. Emotional blackmail. I'm going to take my own life if you leave me. And they'll say it all kinds of different ways. But it's an emotional blackmail. It's a threat. And we cannot respond to those. Anybody that ever says that, call the police. We are not responsible for them anymore. And this is how they're always going to keep getting back into your life. It's unbelievable. The communication. They will email you. They will use social media. You'll wonder, are they posting things because of me? Are they talking about me? Is that how they really feel? Is it because of me? They'll use the phone. They'll text you. They'll send you a video. They'll send you a photo. They'll send you one word. They'll send you a cry face emoji. They'll say they miss you. They'll say they love you. They'll say you're amazing. They'll do whatever it took to get you in the first time, and they'll do whatever it takes to get you this time. Tell everyone it's over. Commit to it. You're going to have obligations and agreements probably. That enmeshment is also financial. And something that I see a lot is people taking care of their borderline when they're not even in their life anymore. And it goes on for years. It's really common. It's really gross. It's really sick. It's really messed up to keep exploiting someone, and for you to keep allowing yourself to be financially exploited by somebody that doesn't reciprocate any. You don't even really, that's the only reason they call you up, need money, here you go. Unbelievable. You want to help a borderline? Reject them. I'm sorry. I know that's cold. I've been doing this for so many years. It's just like a drug addict. A drug addict will not stop doing drugs and alcohol with everybody in their life being sweet and nice and give them everything they need. We make the biggest changes in our life due to fear of loss. Because we lost everything or the fear of it. Honey, I'm taking the kids and leaving you forever if you don't quit drinking. That's when dad finally stops. Not for the past 5 years and all the threats and all the damages and DUI and all that other crap. No, loss. I'm about to lose everything. Okay, I'll quit. If borderlines are going to get help, and they can, they're not going to do it with you holding their hand and giving them everything they need. No. They got to lose something. The financial obligations and agreements have to stop. I don't care how dependent they are on you financially. Stop it, and they won't be anymore. They won't die. They're okay. Belongings. No, I have other no contact videos, and I dive really hard into some of these things. I'm not going to right now. But the belongings, give them back. Get rid of them. If you have their belongings and they want them, because this can get messy, you can't just throw them out. Get rid of them. Drop them off at their work. Drop them off at their house. Give them to somebody who will give them to them. If you have to, this is the best advice I have for belongings. Put them in a storage unit. Pay for 1 month. Give them the key. Give them the combination to the key. And say, you have 30 days. It's out of my hands. You can keep paying for it or you can remove it. I would take pictures of the stuff. We need to heal, guys. We need to heal. So you just maybe isolating or just maybe hanging out with friends once in a while and just trying to block them out of your life and not replacing this stuff and not talking about it and not healing all this stuff is you're just a dry drunk. People can do stuff like this for months, years, and go right back because they never really changed anything, just one behavior. You need help. I can't stress it enough. We need to start finding ourselves again. We cannot put that much time and energy, money, whatever it is, into another person and still keep a sense of our own self. Impossible. I mean, I can dive way into that. I'm not going to do that today. You're going to have, this is a person, and you, too, will have obsessive compulsive thoughts and impulsive behaviors. This is dangerous when we're vulnerable and we want to keep someone out of our life. They know this. They'll find little things that make it even harder and worse. Help me! I need help! Just a cry face sad emoji. You won't believe what happened. Oh my God, I need you. A photo of them with another person. All kinds of things they'll try. We can't see it. We can't see it. We can't know it. We can't hear it. You're torturing yourself. Remember that this is a measure of your self-worth and your self-respect. If it's hard to do this now, it only gets harder if you keep communicating with them and keep taking them back. This cycle makes it us more dependent. We lose a sense of ourselves. We become dependent emotionally on them. They're gone. We're hating life. They make us feel better. We go back. It feels a little better. Then it feels bad again. This is dependency. It makes it harder. And I promise all of you, it always, always is worse. Always. It's always worse. Any toxic relationship, you don't have to say borderline or narcissist or just drunk or toxic relationships. You can define them. You can ask, How many times did you break up and get back together? That's your toxic relationship, because healthy relationships only do it once and not get back together. They just break up and they're done. They're over. This getting back together lowers your self-worth, lowers your self-esteem, lowers your self-respect. It makes us more and more dependent. It makes it harder and harder and harder. Okay? That's why support and help is so important. They will find ways back in, guys. What kind of examples do you guys have that you can list down below? I'd appreciate that. Ways that people with this disorder get back into your life. Remember the responsibility and the dependency. They can sit here and just make you feel good. They can sit there and say they need you. Oh, panic. They can start calling you bad names. You're a bad person. You abused me. We don't want to be an abuser. That's something that can get us to react, start defending ourselves. They can start smearing you. Borderlines are infamous for smear campaigns. Usually last a month or two. The ones that last longer, even worse. Sociopaths. But the borderline loves to smear campaign, and they believe it. They believe they're always a victim, so you just re-victimize them, you just re-traumatize them. There's no possible way to reassure them, no real possible way to give them enough closure, I'm sure. Start looking at their social media and you see things that they're posting, and why are they posting this? Why are they posting memes about narcissists and abusers and stuff like that? They think I am? Oh yeah. It's their favorite. It's their go-to. Why are they posting pictures of, why are they going on vacations where we went? Why are they going on vacations where we're supposed to get married? Why are they getting married? Why are they dating someone else and posting all this stuff? Is this because of me? Probably. Probably. Is this supposed to mess with me? It is. Yeah. You think it's hard to go into contact with someone like a narcissist? Borderline's even harder. God, it's hard. We need help. We need support. And we cannot talk to them at all. They will suck you in so easily over and over and over again. It will knock down your self-worth and your self-esteem and your self-respect. You'll think you need them. You'll obsess on them. You'll have to be needed. They split and go black and white so easily and so fast. They love you, hate you, love you, hate you. You're a narcissist. You're the most amazing person in the world. You're a piece of crap. Oh, thank you. Oh, what do you mean? No, I'm not. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I mean. I strongly suggest that you find support if you're going through this. This is one of the biggest things I help my clients with. Keeping toxic people out of their life. How do we do this? I have an amazing amount of things that we can do. Starting on self-work, starting on what we can do in our environment, in our home, in ourselves. Belongings, legal problems that people will face. This gets really, really nasty. There's one person that needs you desperately, if this is where you're at, and that's you. We may not have had the best mothers and fathers, but we need to start parenting ourselves, not other people. It's the perfect recipe for codependency. I can't manage my problems, I manage yours. Because believe me, anybody that commits to someone this toxic and this sick can't manage their own lives. I know you might think you can, but you aren't doing a good job. You're not going to be able to manage theirs. That's for sure. So many of you have gotten yourself so deep in responsibility over another person who is so toxic and unstable. You're screwed. You're screwed if you try to do this by yourself. Don't. Hire someone. Hire someone. Call upon everybody in your life if they're still in your life. You haven't lost them already. This could be life or death. I don't know how many years you've wasted on this or other people like this. But believe me, they'd love to consume the rest of your life. They might be with their ex right now. And you're not needed. And we so desperately want to be desired and needed again by that person. If they're with someone else, gosh, now's your chance. Hire someone, get help, tell everybody, commit to it. Dangerous. Danger. Don't put your hand on the red hot stove again. It'll burn you again. It's not going to work out because you broke up. I promise you that. No relationship works out because we took time off. While I went back to my ex. While I had sex with other people. While I lived with someone for a month. Nope. We've lost respect. We've lost honesty and integrity, self-respect, loyalty. Haven't met each other's needs. Total stressful. How are you going to change all that? Are they going to change who they are? How? Why? What did they do? Oh, I'm in therapy. See you in a few years. Anybody's got questions for this, please ask me down below. I'll always answer your questions. You can hire me if you want more help. You can find me at daviddemars.com. You can hire a professional, a therapist, a counselor, a psychologist, a life coach, somebody to be there with you to help you get through this. And for those of you who are so enmeshed and don't know how to get out, I am so sorry. Everybody heals from this. I'm sorry. Everybody can. Not everybody does. Everybody can heal from this. You can heal from this, all of you. It just depends what you do. Okay? Can't keep this person in your life. You can't be responsible for them. You can't keep helping them if you want to heal from them. If you're having troubles doing this, which I'm sure you will or have, get help. Okay? This is stuff your friends and your family can't help you with. I promise. They can't. If they even understand it, they don't know what to do. Okay? Ask me any questions. I love your guys' examples. Please share examples you have of things that they do to get back into your life so that people can be prepared and see this. Because if we don't know, we don't know what's coming, it's bad. It can be so easy for them to get back into your life, and they may not want to today. So it's easy to keep them out, but they want to tomorrow. And it could be a long time, guys. I've seen borderlines try to come back in people's lives after years. After weeks, after days, after weeks, after months and years. Decades, matter of fact. I hope I answered all your questions. I get this a lot. It's imperative that this relationship ends, it is over, and you do not contact them or do not let them contact you again, ever. Okay? And I'm sorry for everyone who's had loss, who's lost someone that you've cared for in your life. And, yeah. You can heal. I promise. I know this thing's saying, no, you can't. I'll never heal from this. I'll never trust anyone again. No. That's what healing is. We don't have the same feelings or emotions about this anymore. No more fears about it. We understand it and we trust again. Yeah. There's reasons you have toxic, unhealthy people in your life. Find those reasons, okay? Thanks, guys. Again, we love your examples. Love yourself first. Anyone that wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Appreciate it. Thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks. Bye-bye.